Alright. It is June 5th, Monday. I am at the Trestle Pine campsite. It's just an individual campsite. Yesterday was discouraging. I was getting eaten alive while trying to fish, and it was raining and starting to pick up, and it was just not great. I probably also shouldn't have washed my clothes in because I didn't get the opportunity to dry. Also, the worst part, I tried to get ahead a day. I skipped over the Cascade River site, which is fine with me. But I wanted to get ahead a day so that I could, I don't know, in my mind, justify staying later at like what I imagined would be a better site. Because the Poplar River site was cool. But it wasn't. I just thought, well, when I went to the White Pine Lakes campsite, which was right next to it, it looked just way more pristine. And so in my head I was like, well, I'm going to try to get to a lake instead of a river. And also get a day ahead and then maybe just stay an extra day somewhere without biking. And I thought this would be the place, but this ain't the place. And we did sort of get a day ahead because I was coming to this campsite one way or the other. So now that I know that it's blocked off and we have to pretty much turn around and do a giant loop, and we're going to be like 5 miles north of Grand Marais, which I wasn't planning on doing this trip until on the way back going to Grand Marais, but it is what it is. I guess I've never been north, like just north of Grand Marais anyway. It's north of Pincushion Mountain, which I did mountain bike there a lot when I used to live in this area. So we're going to go to I think it's called Kimball Lake. We're going to backtrack, go past the airport. Some of it's going to be paved on actual, the Gunflint. And, so there's some positives too, right? We still technically did save a day because otherwise this is impassable anyway. Unless someone shows up in the next couple hours while I'm making breakfast and breaking down camp and all that kind of reorganizing. It's looking like I'm gonna have to turn around, which is fine. But yeah, people don't seem too excited to ferry someone across the lake. If I had a boat, I'd be happy to, but whatever. All right, I am ready to leave this cursed campsite. It took me even longer to pack things up today. I don't know why. Just not feeling it, so I will be glad to be gone from here. Leaving Trestle Pine campsite. Can't say I'll miss that one. It felt cursed when I pulled up and realized there was no getting around it to the other side, and I'd have to go back. And I was trying to think, oh, can I swim it? And no, just gotta turn around. But maybe something even cooler will happen this direction. Who knows?
I wonder if all these dragonflies fly alongside to get the bugs that, like mosquitoes and crap, that are attracted to my mammalian blood. Are they like those birds that clean the hippopotamus's mouth? And they're keeping a nice black fly, mosquito-free path in front of me? Probably yes. I say yes. Gonna stop at this campground again for some water. Since it's a wider road, I might change out of the bug shirt, and my clothes are still wet. I have them hanging off the back, but I think I might rather put those on right now just because it's pretty warm, and they'll dry out faster, I think, if I'm wearing them. Here's the water. Restocked on water. Changed into some wet clothes, and the breeze is really cooling me off. I looked at the map last night. I'm pretty much just gonna follow this road until I hit paved, then take a left. I'll be by Grand Marais Airport at that point. Pretty much back in civilization. Not that I'm in the wilderness now, but I'm out in the boonies. There we go. I just pulled off my first tick. It's latched in my hair back here, in the mullet. Party in the back. For the tick too, I guess. I'm surprised I haven't seen more. I've been looking, but obviously not enough to have stopped that one in its tracks. I'm gonna have to tonight do a more thorough check, and probably should wash this spot where it had a piece of skin, but I was able to just pluck it off with my fingernail. So maybe it had just tried to latch on, or I could feel it crawling, and when it could tell that it was trying to get pulled off, it just bit my skin or something. I don't know. But man, it feels really nice to be back on the road. The campsites up here this year are fucking brutal with bugs. Everyone was saying that, or I believed them. It's just another thing to actually be in it and be pretty much the only refuge you have is inside your tent. And even then, I mean, it takes me like what, 2-3 seconds to unzip, get in, and zip back up, and there's like sometimes a dozen or 2 dozen mosquitoes and no-see-ums and flies, like a combo of all those things that fly in. So, but out here on the road, pretty much bug free unless you stop, and they can catch up to you. Nice big descent here. signal again, and it looks like to my right is it's called the Raven Rock Grill, and it's pretty much lunch. I'm gonna see if they're open and see if I can get some food. And then further down that road is a general store that I can pick up a few loose ends. Hey, pup. Hey, you okay? Yes, you're a good puppy. Yes, you are. Hey, hey, sweetie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you don't mean. What do we have here? Brown one is the big toughie, and she's the sweetie. Or he, I don't know. Who are you? Come here. Come here. You wanna get petted? Come on. Yes. Yes. Brown one did not like me encroaching, and the white one was just following suit, I think. Come here. Oh, you got a mosquito. I wonder if they're open. Look. Well, the Raven Rock Grill is closed on Monday, so I'm gonna have to leave these pups and go up to the general store and see what I can grab to eat. Now we're at the general store. Hope to God this one's open. Just stopped for like an hour at that general store and met a guy named Aaron who's also bike packing. He's doing like 60-mile days, so I am not. And a kid named Big Dog. But I had some food, and now we're on our way to Kimball Lake up Pine Mountain Road. Going all the way on this until we get to the Gunflint, and then we are going to take a right. So head back south a little, like 1 or 2 miles, then a left, and we'll be at the campground. It's actually where Aaron stayed the previous night. While I was having a horrible, miserable time in the rain trying to fish, he doesn't have a bug net or anything. He was getting eaten alive while he was trying to set his tent up. So I think he might have had the shittier version of yesterday, but I still feel like it's cursed. Don't go to Trestle Pine. Just been climbing for, feels like a half hour, I think. Finally made it to the crest of the hill. Not sure what awaits me. Whew. Had to put the bug shirt back on because I was going slow enough that the bugs could catch me back up. We also, I'm gonna make a diversion I'm not going to Kimball, I don't think, anymore. Kimball Lake Campground. Because that's kind of the opposite direction that I need to go to get up the Gunflint. And it's, I think, 5 miles down south instead of north. So what I'm going to do instead is make it a longer day today again, but go to East Bearskin Lake Campground and chill there, and then hop to Iron Lake tomorrow, and then Trails End the day after that. So I think it's taken me about the same amount of time. It's just as what I had originally planned. It's just trying to get ahead and finding out that you're just on, you know, kind of your original plan schedule is, it's not the greatest feeling. I want to be able to, I wanted to get ahead so that I could just say, hey, I'm gonna take a day, rest, chill, just enjoy the camping experience, but kind of feels like I'm playing catch up. Day number 3, we're already here. Can't remember if that was part of the plan or not. I don't think it was. We're supposed to be in the woods. We're deeper in the woods still, but it's alright. I've got to do like 11-12 miles on this to get to the campsite I want to get to. So I'm going to have to probably put my helmet on, because all the locals have been saying that it is sketchy to ride on this. That's kind of why I wanted to get across that lake at Trestle Pine, so I could avoid this narrow road, narrow shoulder traffic. But such is life. Cool view over there. Cool view over there too. Cool. It's time for a quick water break. I'd give you guys a look at the rig in action. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. East Bearskin, 1 mile to the right. No problem. Alright, I got camp more or less ready to go. No matter what happens, I'm going to try to do some fishing, but no matter what happens, today has already been a much, much better camping experience. The bugs are not as crazy as that Trestle pine place. If it doesn't rain, I might actually get a fire tonight, but if it doesn't, whatever, I don't really care. I will just cook up some rice and hang out in my tent, and I got a bottle of vodka, tiny little bottle, and I will do that and maybe play some solitaire or something. Anyway, let's get out of here and go down to the lake. So this is the closest spot, and this is where I'm going to try first. The problem is there is trees the whole way around, so I'd have to like get the cast to be within there, and it still might get hung up. So I'm gonna try it anyway, because I don't know how close is too close, but my god, this lake looks beautiful. Bite. Oh, didn't like it. Alright, I gotta reset here. I got it hung up right away, but there's a fish right next to me. If I can get this out, I can get that fish. That one. Shit. That's too small. I don't even know what the fuck kind that is. We gotta get the hook out. Where'd I get it? Oh. Just popped the hook right out. Awesome. Alright, alright. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Caught my first fish fly fishing. I don't even know what kind that was. It popped the hook right out. I have bent the barbs on it, and I bent the hook itself kind of inwards, kind of like a circle hook. Awesome. But that's not the kind of fish I was looking for. I was looking for something to eat. That was a tiny panfish, I guess. I don't know. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna reset and then... Wow. So my casting's been particularly shit today. And I think... So... I was watching this guy named, well, I don't remember his name, some YouTube channel, like Mad River Outfitters or something. He's like a really good fly fishing expert, I guess, or whatever. and he was saying something about, well, there's possibly two problems. I can't remember if he said that the leader should be 9 feet or just the tippet 9 feet. Right now, the whole leader, butt and tippet, is 9 feet. I don't know if that's too short or not. But we can experiment another day. Another thing is the tippet size to the fly size. I got this like cheap fly kit, and I don't know what any of these sizes are, so I don't even know. And he said there's like a formula, like you take the size of your fly and then you divide it by 3 or 4, and that's the size tip you should get. And if you don't, it could just fall in a heap in front of you, which is essentially what's happening to me. So I'm pretty sure I have the wrong size like fly to tippet ratio or whatever, but I have several more flies. I don't know if this tippet is too big or too small, so I can try bigger and smaller flies. That's what I'll do first, because I got like a 6 tippet, because guy at this outfitter said for the trout around here that's typically what he uses, but I don't know. I'm not super confident in all the measurements and everything, but all I know is the casting is not looking good today. That's all right. We got a fish. It's small fish, but we got one, so that's a huge win, especially compared to yesterday. And the bugs aren't even that bad, so holy shit, what a way better day. This thing goes on, this fly just kind of sinks to the bottom, it seems like. Yeah, I don't want one that sinks. I want one that stays up. I'm gonna change flies and then keep going. And if this next fly doesn't work, then I'll just go and make some rice and some peanut butter tortillas and be fine, because I caught a fish anyway. But yeah, this is just dragging on the bottom and getting caught on a bunch of shit like logs and rocks or whatever. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I saw a bee flying around earlier by this bush, and this fly looks like a bee, kind of, right? Therefore, trout eat bees. I think that's airtight. We're gonna try it out. Help me! Please don't eat me. Gotta make it look like it's struggling. No! No, help me. Oh, it's like if these things get a little bit wet, they fucking sink. Are you supposed to treat it with something? Come on. But the casts seem a little bit better. Okay, it's on the surface. It's a good start. Maybe I should have got some shit that makes it float better or whatever. Oh,
Okay, there's a fish over there. It's too far from what I can cast with all these trees and shit in the way. Oh man, I can't see it because it's not floating. Oh, another fish jumped over there. Probably ate a real bee. God damn it. And it's fucking caught on something. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is not gonna work unless I can figure out a way to make them float better. I thought they just were able to float. Doesn't make any sense. Or did I just choose two that aren't able to? Fuck. This thing is really stuck. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna get this unstuck and then just go eat dinner. I've had my fun. I caught a fish. What do you want? Tonight, red beans and rice on the old isopropyl ale. And let's see if we can't get a little fire in here started too, huh? We need some needles. Much better. Alright, here's dinner. Red beans and rice. Bit of water. Some vodka. Maybe a Frank's Red Hot. We'll see how this tastes by itself. Super nice out because there's no bugs. I don't know where the fuck they went, but I am glad that they're gone. Well. Alright, I gotta say, this is one of the best camping days I've ever had. One of the best days of my life. Everything worked out, especially compared to yesterday. I'm so glad I kept going. Everything just worked out. Had an awesome fire, awesome meal. Excited for what the rest of the trip's gonna bring. And now I'm gonna play a bit of solitaire. Alright.